What's up, you guys? This is Al Super Rodriguez. Another beautiful day in sunny South Florida, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful day. This is my pool area, by the way. How's it going? So this is my second video blog. I'd like to start it off with my philosophy. One of my philosophies in life. A lot of people are opposed to this philosophy, but no truth is absolute. And right away, I say that because there's an infinite amount of variables in the universe, and everybody, every unique spirit, every person that lives in this earth has their own set of experiences, ideas, recollections, memories, and emotions that they have experienced in their life, and that helps to shape your point of view of reality. That's why no truth is absolute. And of course, a lot of my opponents are going to say, hey, you just contradicted yourself, dude. You just said no truth is absolute, and that means that your truth isn't absolute. Well, if you think about the statement, it actually proves itself. By saying no truth is absolute, it proves itself, because you're proving that your truth is not absolute, and therefore the statement is correct. If you think about it, and just think about, and I'm not just think about it in a more universal scale. Uh, how much infinite varieties there are in the universe, from quasars to galaxies to quarks in your system to the splitting of the atom to your specific DNA, your chromosomes, your specific life path, your specific life experience as well. And this is what helps shape you and help shape your worldview of reality. In light of that, I'm going to go ahead and discuss future events. Uh, 2012. 2012 is, of course, where, like I said before in my previous video, the solar system is going to align with the center of the galaxy, and we're going to be bombarded with new energies and new things that we have never seen before. And basically, the powers that be are preparing us for this. They're preparing for something very, very cynical, very insidious, very sinister, and of course, a great deception. I would have to say a great, great deception, and not just what has been going on for 50 years, but what's going to happen in the future. There's going to be a great, great moment of deception in the future, and this moment of deception will enable the powers that be to make the populace forfeit their rights, and this is going to happen because the world economy is going to implode. Why? Because the U.S. is losing its status as the reserve currency of the world. And what does a reserve currency mean? It means the value, the currency system in which all things are reflected upon. And right now, it's the dollar. It means commodities, stocks, bonds, oil, anything you could think of, gold, silver, any commodity you can think of right now is traded on dollars. And right now, the global community is seeing how the United States dollar is weakening as the Federal Reserve System devalues the currency even more. How did they devalue the currency? Hyperinflation, lowering the interest rates, and printing more money, which is like I said before, hyperinflation. Because why? Because they need to pay off the debt, and the debt is unsustainable right now. Uh, Debt has to exist in order for interest to be paid off, and thus the system continues itself. If there is no debt, there would be no interest to be paid off. The economy stops. That's as simple as I could put it, and that's what's going on in the United States and in the world today, and that's why we see this right now. But think about the whole global scheme of things: how we fight for resources, how wars are orchestrated, how major events like September 11th, 2001 are orchestrated as well, in order for the powers that be to deceive the public and to gain even more power. And it's a huge grand deception. I mean, by now I'm one of those people. Even though the mainstream community doesn't want to hear it, they say that 9/11 was a terrorist attack. It was, of course, an inside job by the powers that be. You saw the towers on September 11th crumble to the earth like they were filled with explosives, and they were. I mean, they were filled with thermite. thermite is a very complex explosive, very expensive explosive that was in the World Trade Center in the two towers. And of course, nobody really knows what crashed into the Pentagon that day as well. People say that it was in an airplane. Of course, it's a great mystery. But the thing I wanted to say about this is conclude about this is how the powers that be use events of grand deception, uh, traumatic events, to further deceive the people. Right now, there's really no respect for the U.S. Constitution. It's about special interests. It's about the people in power preserving, keeping that power. They want to keep the way things are. They want to keep their power. They want to keep their materials. They want to keep their prosperity. And unfortunately, right now, 1% of the population of the world owns about 50%, 45% of the wealth, and that's the reality of it. And this is social disharmony. Also, social and economic disharmony. Also, we see how these modern industries are exploiting the earth and they are exploiting nature. The the speculation for more oil, speculation for more plastics, the speculation for more everything in the name of acquiring more of this more dollars is the name of the game, and that's the sad reality of it. So next year, what's gonna happen? I've been reading the Book of Revelations, and I've been going to deep meditative states, and I'll let you know that there's gonna be a huge deception that's gonna be going on next year, and it's gonna be so incredulous that most people will refuse to believe it. People like to be in their bubble, and everybody, most people have a false sense of security. They say everything's going to be all right when in reality people feel that there's something wrong subtly. Some people feel it deep in their souls, in their spirits, that there is something wrong with society in today's day and age. And the internet has exposed a lot of that, a lot of people's ideas, and we're all coming together. I think everybody's ideas and opinions have value. And of course, all the prophets throughout history, I'm talking about everybody from Horus to Zoroaster to Buddha to Jesus Christ to even Muhammad, they all had a little snippet of the truth to reveal to their peoples in their times and their place and their cultures. And of course, humanity, the powers that be, have manipulated this information, the word, if I, because I can't find any any better terms, for their own purpose to keep that element of power alive. So basically, going back to next year. Next year, there's going to be a huge deception. Why? Because right now, the United States is making its way out as a global Federal Reserve currency, and the powers that be want to keep that. That China right now is playing everybody, like I said before, as fools, buying up all the bonds of the United States. And very soon, China's intention is to make the yuan, their renminbi, the reserve currency of the world. And that's what slowly is happening. Of course, the powers that be, the United States, since the United States is the greatest power, and they don't want this to happen. They want the leadership of the world to remain under the United States under very secret veil, of course. And of course, how are they going to do this? I'll let you know right now, and this is very mind blowing. But it's going to be a feigned extraterrestrial invasion. That's what's going to happen. And times of revelations are upon us very soon, and people are going to go. Most people are going to refuse to accept these facts. But this is what's going to happen once the economy collapses, which is very soon. I'm thinking about 2012 during the election year and whatnot, and you're going to see some crazy global events that are going to happen, and we'll see who is the desolation that causes abomination, or the abomination that causes desolation, as it says in the Book of Revelations, will be revealed. I'm not going to say anything right now because I've been revealed this, but I'm not going to say it because the universe will always unfold as it should. The universe is always unfolding as it should. Whatever is meant to happen will happen, and it's all in the grand scheme of things. Um, what else can I talk about?